partner, maybe someone in the past, is no longer with us. You might dream of him. In the spirit world, are you really dreaming about him in the spirit world? Is it wishful thinking? No, it is not wishful thinking. You really are dreaming about him, and there'll be something that he would want to tell you, or that you've been wanting to ask him, or maybe you just want to hang out. So you might dream of someone you used to be involved with. And if those sorts of dreams happen, you might wake up quite upset. They can be very healing dreams, very confronting for some people when there's been like a lot of issues just before that person died in whatever way. Often there's a lot to work out, like, you know, what if they died of a drug overdose? What if he died from, you know, a long-term illness? What if there was a lot of financial issues, problems that didn't get addressed because all the attention was going on focusing on looking after his health or something. So sometimes those dreams can be processing and working out what happened. I remember a dream, a client. It was unusual because she called me, and a half an hour session turned into an hour and a half session, which was better because she had so many questions to ask about this dream that didn't actually have to do with her to begin with, and then other things started to develop after that, because, you know, you can start with looking for some space now, a dream over here, and then as the interpretation goes along, it goes off over here and starts to help you with some aspects in your life, maybe your creativity, or maybe exercise, or something else that initially you would think the dream has nothing to do with, and then as we talk more and as the feelings come out, then there's more to be revealed. So she said, why am I dreaming of my dead auntie? Because she hardly had much to do with her auntie, who had a really bad smoking habit, a really bad alcohol habit, and I said to her that if she's the most intuitive one in her family, then the spirit is going to come to her. And her boyfriend knew her auntie, and so it kind of ended up being a relationship sort of dream interpretation as well, because her boyfriend had wanted to know like more about the auntie's life. He was doing some sort of project for uni or something, and so it ended up being a dream about a relationship, a dream about her relative, but also she wasn't sort of particularly interested in her auntie. She wanted to ask other questions about some other dreams she had, and her auntie came to her because, you know, like these spirits, they can tell who the most intuitive person is in the family, and they will go to that person to get some kind of message across. And she had the auntie died in the end of kidney failure, and my client was asking about why she dreamt of her auntie still in a hospital room with water coming out of her in the shape of a tube. So I'll put illness here. It's not always about illness. I just happened to be talking about that today. Why the auntie was lying in a hospital bed with near kind of equipment, and there was this water coming from sort of the side of her body where her kidneys are, and it was coming out in a kind of tube sort of form, and it was connecting to or near some other equipment. And I said, well, that will be the dialysis. And she says, but that it's over. That was years ago. Why am I still dreaming about my auntie in a hospital room? Because that's where her auntie's soul still is. Her auntie's soul was still recovering. There is a kind of hospital in the dream world where souls go to recover. It actually is a type of kind of sanctuary healing place, but humans have a physical perception of it because, well, we need some way to identify it. So it's not always some, like meditation retreat type of, place. It might be in a hospital. So yeah, pay attention to your dreams, write them down. Millions of clues for you. Have a session, understand what's going on. It's so helpful for you.